Hello collectors, Joe Prodzik here. You may have noticed that I don't have a new episode of Statue Talk for you this week. That's because this weekend, my daughter's birthday and my wife and I's wedding anniversary both took place. They actually take place on the same day, as my daughter was born on our very first wedding anniversary. So I'm doing lots of stuff with them this weekend, taking them shopping, to dinner, birthday presents, birthday cake, ice cream, all that good stuff. But I still wanted to put out a video for you this weekend, and so I'm doing a 2016 collection room video for you. So just going to show you around my room, show you what's going on with my setup, and all the new statues that I have. So without further ado, let's take a look. Okay, so here is the left side of my room. Trying to shine some light in there so you can see it well, because I don't have cabinet lights in here right now. I do want to add a couple of, I'm going to do some wireless puck lights in there, battery powered. This is a temporary fix because honestly over on the left and the right sides of my room I probably won't be lighting those up too much. I'm mostly doing that for videos like this room tour here. So I was doing that as an interim solution just until I can get some more IKEA wired lights in there. But that might be quite a ways away. So this side of my room is the Marvel or Batman side, other than that Nathan Drake up here who is just here temporarily. So this is where I plan on putting most of my Gotham and Batman pieces. So starting here up at the top, we have the Michael Keaton Batman premium format. I'm a little bit underwhelmed with this piece. I think you gotta have them in a Batman collection. So below him we have two pieces that I really like. I think they look really good together, although they are a little close together inside the Vesta. This is the Arkham Asylum premium format and Joker premium format from Sideshow. And I think this Batman is a pretty underrated piece. But I really dig him and I think he looks good with Joker. And that Joker is just really, really good. See, the cabinets are a little dark. Definitely need to get some lights in there. So over here on top of the Vestas, I just have some storage stuff. Have some couple odds and ends from statues where I haven't put them in boxes yet. And I have this Nathan Drake here for the collector's edition. It's not his permanent home, that's just a temporary home until I find a spot to put him. I get a lot of these collector's edition video game statues and I end up throwing half of them away because they're too cheap, but that Nathan Drake will probably find a home. Now here I have one of my favorite statues. This is the Batman premium format from Sideshow. I used to have him basically as a centerpiece of my display before I changed it up a little bit. Was able to fit him in the Vesta with the door closed, and I'll let you see him with the door closed so you can see how he looks in there. So now with him inside the cabinet, he's kind of lost in the collection a little bit, so that's something I'm kind of re-evaluating a little bit. And then below him I have some of my smaller Batman pieces. A couple of the black and white statues. Should be getting one or two more of those. And below them is the Catwoman Gotham City Garage, which I think is a really, really great statue. Really like the color of her skin and how they did that. I think DC is doing that with a lot of their higher end collectible statues now, like Suicide Squad. So he's a really cool statue. I thought about getting Harley too, but I don't really care for that version of Harley. So here you can see, hopefully you're not getting the glare from the light too much. Here you can see Batman and how he looks inside with the door closed. And you can mostly see the whole thing. You do have that border there from these types of shelves. So next to them I do have Arkham Knight poster up on the wall. Just a cheapo poster. You can see it starting to fold up a little bit, but that's what you get with cheapo posters. So planning on top of these two Bestas, I'm planning on putting the Deathstroke and hopefully Scarecrow from Prime 1 Studios both up there when those come in. So that's the plan for that spot. And then here we have two really good quality pieces. Sideshow Batgirl, which I think is a almost flawless statue, one of Sideshow's best. We have the Catwoman premium format, which I really like. Sideshow did mess up a little bit on the costume. It's not quite as skin tight, I think, as it should be, but I do still really like it. And Batgirl, she's just a great statue. I really like the design, and her execution is almost flawless. And below them, I have a couple more Gotham City ladies. I have Poison Ivy and Harley Quinn, along with the Joker and Harley Quinn statue there. My wife got me that one for Christmas this year. So Green with Envy, Poison Ivy, Sideshow. Sideshow does a really good job with all their Gotham line. Yeah, you can see it's really dark and definitely need to get some lights in there. You know, I can see a little bit better without lights here. But for videos, definitely need to get some lights in there. And that's the exclusive portrait on Harley. I really like that Harley Quinn statue. I think that's an almost flawless piece as well. One of the best in my collection, I would say. I like they all, other than Poison Ivy, they all have somewhat similar bases, which is cool. Okay, so here is what I would call my main display for my collection. These are the packs from IKEA that I recently installed about a month or so ago. I had Bestas on this wall, and then I decided to split them between the other two walls and then install these IKEA packs. The reason being is these 1/3 statues from Prime 1 getting they're a little on the tall side. 34 inches for Batman. He's gonna go with some other 1/3 scale statues, so I really needed a spot for them. So that's why I went with the packs, because they have more taller adjustable shelves. And the Bestas with the glass doors, you can't put a 1/3 piece in there without chopping his display off. So here we have Lobo and Dog, another great statue from Sideshow. Lobo is a little bit of a taller piece because of that gun up there. It makes him about 30 inches, so a little bit challenging to display. Normally he was sitting in my DTOF, but Lobo's really good statue from Sideshow. Love the mixed media on him. If you have Lobo, you know, you gotta have Dog to go with him, right? Really cool. And then below them, I have my very first custom statue. This is the Batman on Lion from Danny. Paint was touched up by Kenny Alessandro, and he actually needed a repair because that lion had broke significantly. So he's a lot heavier than most of the other Batman on Lions, because when Kenny fixed him, he filled the lion with some resin rather than foam. So he's a lot heavier statue, but really one of my favorite statues in my collection. I wanted this Batman for a long time, ever since I saw him, and I was glad to finally get him. A little bit of an adventure to get him, but I'm really happy that I did. He's a really cool custom Batman statue. Now below him, and this is just a temporary home for him, is the Anakin Skywalker premium format. He actually arrived broken to me and needed some repair as well. So while I had him being repaired, I actually also had his face repainted by Robert Velasquez. So I really like the repaint. Makes him a lot better statue, but that's just his temporary home because I don't have anything else to put there. But he'll probably either leave the collection or get boxed up pretty soon. So next to him, just have an open spot. This is where I'm planning on putting a couple of Prime 1 statues. My plan is to put Robin and Nightwing here. I think in the interim, while I'm waiting for those, probably ARH Studios Death Dealer and Golden Ares will go there. You know, speaking of that Golden Ares statue, you can see here I got a couple of things from ARH Studios. I sent my Golden Ares in for repair about four months ago. It had a broken nose, broken shield. I tried to fix them myself and I glued them together, but it didn't really work out very good. The paint was sort of ruined from the damage. So ARH did a recall on their statues. I sent him in for repairs 4 months ago. I finally got him back yesterday. And then when I opened him up, ARH was good enough to give me a comic book, which I honestly already had that I bought from my own comic book shop, and they gave me an art print, which was really cool of them. When I opened the statue, he wasn't even fixed. The shield was broke, his nose was still broke, and he didn't even get a paint touch-up. So, you know, that makes me think that they didn't even fix him at all. So I don't know what's going on with that. Really disappointed in ARH Studios right now. Really worried about that Death Dealer on horse. Big, expensive statue. And they've been having a lot of quality issues, a lot of customer service issues. I'm super worried about that company. And I'm holding off on ordering more pieces, and I'm not even going to show their statues on this channel until they get their stuff together, because I don't know if I can recommend them anymore to collectors with the way things are going. You know, one person posts a complaint and the complaints just come out of the woodwork. Lots and lots of problems with quality on those statues. So here is my little Avengers setup, Sideshow. We got the Hulk premium format here. Again, from this angle, that Hulk statue looks pretty decent, right? You know, I wanted a place where I could put him, that I can display him more head on. Because if you display him from the side, you're gonna get that crazy neckline there, which does not look good. Really stands out, and I hate it. But you display him more from the front, and you can't see that neckline so much. So, you know, from this angle, looks like a really good statue. You know, there's a big disparity between his face and his body, but you know, when it's a little bit darker in the cabinet and you just got that one light lighting them up, it's kind of hard to tell. You have Captain America and Thor, two great Avengers statues. Really dig that Captain America a lot. And Thor is really, really good statue. And I think these three look good together. And then you can see below them, I just have some empty space. Okay. And we'll start going over here. You can see I have a lot of art stacked up against the wall that I don't quite know what to do with. I lost some wall space by installing the PAX unit, so I don't quite know what to do with all this. I really like this Batman Jim Lee painting. It's just a little bit on the thick side. The paint, it's like matted, so it's really thick, so kind of have to find a good place to put that one there. And here we have Pinhead premium format Sideshow. Pinhead is one of my favorite movie characters. I think Hellraiser is my favorite movie of all time. Any genre. I really love that movie series. In the back we have an autographed photo of Doug Bradley, and then we have an autographed copy of Clive Barker's The Scarlet Gospels, the latest in the Pinhead storyline, which I have yet to read. Need to get a digital version so I don't have to open that signed book up. Then we have the Punisher premium format. And when I had Anakin fixed up, I also had the Punisher's face repainted. I'm not sure how I feel about it though. You know, he has a little bit of a kind of a horror movie vampire vibe going now. So it's a little bit different, a little bit lighter. So let me know what you think. I really want a new Punisher statue from someone, more modern statue. Here's the Daredevil premium format. Really, really cool statue. A lot different than the XM Studios statue. You know, I wanted to do a comparison video of those two eventually. But, yeah, I really do like this one. I was thinking about getting rid of it, because I really like the XM Daredevil statue, but I decided for now, I don't mind having two different versions of Daredevil in my collection. So now we're gonna go up top. So up top, got the Spider-Man premium format. Thinking of pairing him with Green Goblin up there. Sorry for the bad angle, but I'm standing on the floor. These guys are pretty far up there. Really, really good statue. And next to them, I have Daredevil, Black Bolt. First two XM Studio statues. These have convinced me to buy a couple more. I already have Doctor Strange on order. Thinking about adding Kingpin, Black Panther, and maybe Iron Spidey up there. So next to them, here's lots of room up top here. Some more statues. Got the animated Batman Batmobile. This is a cheapo little action figure Batmobile. Not its permanent spot, but I needed a spot to put that anyway. So, you know, I'm not sure overall if I like this setup more than I liked my previous setup. You know, I think my previous setup was a little bit more streamlined and simple, had some more wall space, was more classy looking, and this kind of looks a little bit more, I don't know, a little bit more ramshackle, I guess. I think that's mostly because there are no doors on it, so it doesn't look quite as classy as before. So, but I needed the bigger spots for these 1/3 statues. That kind of made me change my collection a little bit. But I'm wondering if maybe they would have been better if I just got some Vestas and put them on top. You know, which I'm planning on doing with a couple of them anyway. So maybe that would have been the better option. I'm not too sure, but you know, I think that's something with collectors and their collections, just constantly reevaluating it and looking at it. So, you know, I'm not sure exactly where I'm gonna go with the collection from here. All right, so here now is the right side of my room, sort of where I put a lot of the video game statues. I have two Detolfs here. So I have some smaller statues displayed in. Hopefully that light isn't bothering you too much. I wanted to light the statues up for you, but Detolfs can have a lot of glare. So, you know, up top, front of the window, it's a Master Chief premium format. So this statue was grown on me. I still don't care for the base, but really do like the Master Chief. A cool statue to have in a video game collection. Next to them, just temporarily, I have this Halo Reach statue from their collector's edition. You know, some of the stuff that's here is just here to put here. It's not its final resting home. I have the Ninja Turtles from the Good Smile Company here. I finally did get that steel art print. Below them is Raiden, Big Boss, Metal Gear Solid 5, Ground Zeroes from Gecco. Really, really cool statues. Next to them is the Batman Kotobukiya. Nicely priced, about $125 for a decent little plastic statue. And then I have my one and only Hot Toy. Getting a lot of glare there. This is their Batman, their Arkham Batman. Don't really dig Hot Toys, but you know, sometimes I gotta get Batman. whether I like it or not. So down below them, and then again, this is just a placeholder. This is my little Hellraiser set from NECA. Had this for a super long time. But you know, they're cheap plastic figures, action figure types. But, you know, I love Hellraiser, and I have the NECA bobblehead here too. Okay, so some of these are just having placeholders. Was actually thinking about moving these Detolfs upstairs into my bedroom and then putting some more Bestas over here instead. So next to them, you see I have some Mass Effect wall art, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles wall art. This one is signed by Kevin Eastman. I had my very first Sideshow premium format T-800, the Terminator, Arnold Schwarzenegger. Really cool, really great statue. And this was my first. And that's when I fell in love with statues. It's got really good mixed media on him. Really nice quality. I love the pattern on the shirt that they got right too. You know, I tend to say that Sideshow doesn't do movie sculpts that well, but I think they did this one pretty good. What do you guys think? And then below that, got some Street Fighter stuff down here. This is my first statue from Pop Culture Shock, Ryu. Awesome statue. I think I gave this guy a perfect review score. Just really high quality from top to bottom. And some people don't like the simple bases, but that goes along with what they do. And I have the statue from the collector's edition, along with that strategy guide that I don't use because I absolutely suck at the game with or without a strategy guide. Here's a little art print that came with the video game as well. And below them, I have another video game statue, also a Star Wars statue. This is probably the statue that I think is the best Star Wars statue. That's the Darth Malgus premium format figure. He is from Star Wars, The Old Republic, an online MMO by BioWare. So I read the book too. He's got a really cool story, really good book. And then he's also in the Old Republic video game, one of the big bad bosses in that. I think eventually an operation or a flashpoint, you actually get to fight him. And so I never get that far in the game though. I do still have a subscription to the game. It is also free to play, but it's a lot easier to play with a subscription because you get a lot of fast travel perks and whatnot. So this cabinet here on the right is my Mass Effect cabinet. You can see I have a couple of art prints. This is a team from Mass Effect 2. And I have a graffiti of an N7 helmet print here. Really cool. Got the SR2 Normandy up at the top. Then below him, I have, this is the first premium format I ever ordered from Sideshow. So while I was waiting for this guy, I was like, you know what? Waiting for this guy, I gotta order one because I'm getting impatient. So I ordered the T-800. At the time I had no idea you had to wait so long for a statue. I had no idea about regulars and exclusives either. I think I actually saw this statue on Think Geek and was like, what the hell is that? I need to find out more about that. Then I went over to the Sideshow website and then that opened a huge can of worms. Never thought I would spend that much money for a collectible. I thought it was crazy, but now here I am with a couple dozen or so of these things and a couple dozen or more on pre-order. So really cool Mass Effect statue. You know, one thing about these video game statues and why I think maybe this Commander Shepard didn't do very well is in the Mass Effect video games, you can customize your Shepard to look however you want. So this version of Shepard is the default look for Shepard. So the majority of people who played the game, their Shepard didn't look like this. So there's not a big connection to the character, right? For me, I went with the default Shepard, so this is my Shepard, so that's why it's a good statue for me. I do like the texture you can see in his armor. Really cool pattern there. And they have the Mass Effect 3 shot glasses, Art of Mass Effect 2. Looking forward to Mass Effect Andromeda, hopefully earlier this year. Below them, a couple more Mass Effect statues. Hopefully the light is okay. I have Garrus and Liara. Now that Commander Shepard was from Sideshow, they've stopped doing Mass Effect statues. These two here are from Gaming Heads. So first one was Garrus Vicarian, companion in the Mass Effect video games. Really like the Garrus statue. He was done really well. The next to him is Liara. She is just an okay statue. Paint is very heavy. Face sculpt could be a little bit better, a little bit more better resemblance to the character. But they do have Morden and Tali also on order. And I'll order any more Mass Effect statues they put out. That's my favorite video game series. Love science fiction, love that series, so they go good together. And then down here, I'm not sure the lighting is going to be great for this. So let me pause and come back while I move the light. Hopefully that's a little bit better for you. Instead, I do want to get puck lights so you can see these. Even for me, without the camera, it's hard to see down here. But this is my small little Warhammer 40k collection. Really, I don't play the game a lot, but I buy the books. I read the Black Library books. I play a lot of video games. So this is the starter set. God, I forget what it's called off the top of my head. But it's the Warhammer 40k starter set. So these are some Dark Angel miniatures, one of the factions in the game. And these are the Chaos Space Marines. So this is a little starter set that comes with it. And then I buy some of the books, like some of the campaign books, because I like to read through the lore and through the story. Like I said, I don't really play the game, but I played it once when I was like 15 years old. They did a demo in a hobby shop, and I just became fascinated with the whole universe. Love the stories, love science fiction, so really dig Warhammer 40k. But I mostly play more video games. Don't really play on the tabletop. I just like to get some miniatures sometimes to collect and display. So there's my Warhammer 40k miniatures. Let's see if we can do a little close-ups of these guys. Really small, but they can get a lot of detail on them. Got that Dark Angel Sergeant there. Actually got these from a Polish company, because in Europe they have a lot of professional painting companies for these guys. So there's the Dark Angel's captain there. Librarian. Got some Raven Wing bikers. And all the way in the back, probably too dark to see, some Deathwing Terminators. And here we have the Chaos Force, some cultists up front. Behind them, some Chaos Space Marines. These things are really, really tiny. But they do have a lot of detail in them. There you go. So I was thinking about getting a few more of these. You know, they have a company called Forge World that puts out specialized miniatures. I was thinking about having some of their Primarchs painted up, added to my little display too. But so that's it for my collection room. You know, it's always a work in progress. You know, honestly, my room doesn't really look like this too much. Most of the time there's a table and lights all over for my reviews. You can see my turntable here. Lots of people ask me where I get that turntable from. The Arc Spin turntable on Amazon. They have a lot of different sizes. They are a little bit pricey. Okay. Well, one thing I didn't cover is some of the art stuff on that I keep above my door here. I just have some Batman related art from Greg Horn with Nivy. Really dig that Batman and Catwoman art print. They actually had it hidden by the table because some people complained about it. It was too naughty, I guess, for them. It's really cool. Joker, Harley Quinn. For now, this is where I put my Pop Culture Shock Batman wall statue. Not sure it looks great there. I think I might put it directly over the door. Kind of have it flanked by a couple of those art prints. But yeah, that's where I have it for now. Really like the art from Greg Horn. So let's take a little bit of a 360 look. Like I said, most of the time, lights, camera mounts, tables, comic books everywhere. Don't spend a whole lot of time in this room. The time I do spend is shooting videos. The left side of this PAX display is going to be Prime 1 DC related stuff. Up top too, have some room for some DC statues. Hopefully from Prime 1, Darkseid, Superman, Justice League. Here I have some more room. This will be the Marvel side. More room for some XM pieces, Green Goblin. Lots of extra space. Wolverine, Dark Phoenix will go here. And down here might go some of the Street Fighter statues. I was thinking about putting Street Fighter statues over here in these Detolfs. I might replace them with a couple of Bestas. The only thing is I like to attach my Bestas to the wall because we're in California and we got earthquakes out here. So I was thinking about replacing these two with Detolfs and moving them out. Mass Effect video game area over here. So alright guys, thanks for joining me on this tour of my collection room. Make sure you come back next week, 12 p.m. Pacific time, for the next episode of Statue Talk. Kwong and I will cover all the latest statue news. Make sure you subscribe to my channel to check out all my statue reviews and unboxing. As I get more statues, I will do some more unboxing of them. So make sure you hit that little red button to subscribe. Alright guys, thanks for checking out my collection tour, and I will see you next time.